What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we began exploring Madarame's palace yet again. We've gotten a little bit of ways further. We managed to get the other half of the map in order to further explore this place. And in addition, we began going over the history lesson of Captain Kidd. However, we did not finish either of those things as we came to a bit of an obstacle ahead of us. In this episode, we are going to continue our exploration of the palace and our history lesson as soon as we beat this guy up. So let's not waste any time, and let's beat this guy up.
Joker.
Let's go. Step aside if you don't wish to die. Okay, so this is actually kind of a difficult fight if you don't know what you're doing. We now fight against the Bringer of Misfortune, Shikioji. Shikioji is weak to nuclear and nulls physical, gun, light, and dark. And knows the skills Taunt, Snap, and Tarukaja.
Let's go.
So Shikioji can be a little bit of a tough fight if you decide to just go straight on with like physical attacks and whatnot, because he nulls both forms of physical attacks. That's why I switched on over to Makame, because this is our only nuclear persona.
There.
And this is how we're going to be able to deal any sort of damage. So that does quite a bit. Uh-oh. That hurts. I will have Mona go ahead and heal me up, because I need Panther to lower its attack. That way I can at least do a little bit more and be able to survive its attacks better. I will have Skull boost up my attack, because I'm going to be the one that's going to dish out more damage.
Go down.
With nuclear! That's what I'm talking about. Again, if you do know that it's weak to nuclear, it's not that big of a deal. This really isn't that bad of a fight. However, do be on the lookout for that taunt, since that can make things rather problematic. Okay, well, whatever. I don't think he's gonna get another chance to attack. So instead, I'm just gonna dish out as much damage as I can.
You're mine.
And then have Makami finish him off. Pretty simple. Ooh, and we get a skill card. And two of our party members leveled up. With a brand new skill, Dekaja. Nice. So now, if foe boosts their own attack, we can just use this to nullify. Although, if they just use Tarukaja, Tarunda might still work better. Oh, but next is Aki Lao. That will be super nice. I can't wait for that. But we got ourselves a brand new type of item. A skill card. They say it's a tough fight, and under normal circumstances it would be. I just happen to know its weakness. So skill cards. Skill cards are something that were introduced in Persona 4 Golden. If I had to make a comparison, think of the way that TMs in Pokemon used to work. Basically, these skill cards contain different skills that we can teach to our personas. So, as long as a persona can learn that type of skill, like say through fusion inheritance, we can use the skill card in order to give it that particular skill automatically. However, we can only use them with personas that we currently have in our possession, and they are consumable. Now, granted, there are ways of replicating skill cards and being able to get more of them, but we don't have access to those quite yet. Personally speaking, I almost never use skill cards. They are a fantastic item to use, but I never find myself actually utilizing them. I don't know, with skill inheritance, they're kind of a little useless, to be honest, considering that you can just pass down most skills that you want. We've got ourselves another treasure chest with a bold eye patch, an amethyst, and a straw doll. What does that eye patch do? The eye patch evade physical damage. Ooh, a low chance to do that though. How exactly an eye patch would do that? I don't know. I'm kind of good with what I've got though. Then all we have to do is just open the door.
Focus.
And there's a monitor right here. You got it. Crap. Okay, well, I guess that means we have to go looking again. Well, crap. Well, in which case, all we have to do is backtrack. I doubt that his shoe size would constitute 5 numbers. So,
Let's get it right now.
oh, he's actually going to keep walking around. All right, well, if you want to
Show me
die.
your true form.
Hey, Mona leveled up. Ooh, and he gets Magadu. Perfect, another character with a Moss skill. And next is Mipatra, which is, well, it's a little better than Patra.
All right.
So, as for what that combination could mean, what we need to do is backtrack just a little bit and kill another guard.
Okay.
So to get past this puzzle, we need to backtrack a little bit ways this way, because we need to reach where Madarame's feet is. And where exactly are his feet? Well, there's a statue right here, but there's also a guard, and I'd like to maybe not risk getting ambushed. So instead, I'm gonna ambush him.
True form. All right.
Poor Jack Frosts. Anyway,
Focus.
ooh. Ooh. Always better to swipe treasure, especially with yee. That was close. Anyway, so what we need to do is... Wait, did he? No, he's just patrolling that area. So, where Madarame's feet is actually this statue of him right here. There's actually something on this plaque. Here we praise our most holy lord Ichiru Sari Madarame, the one ray of hope in this depraved world. He stands alone as his two adept hands paint into the future. None shall ever match his excellence. One ray alone with two adept hands and none shall match. It's 1120.
Nice.
Alright, and as we're going back, we'll continue our story of Captain Kidd. So, last we left off, Captain Kidd wasn't exactly doing all that well. He hadn't found any pirates, his crew, which was already kind of, well, filled with former pirates, were getting restless, and things were not exactly going well with his fortunes. So, what exactly happened next? Well, in January of 1698, Kidd took over an Armenian ship. This is actually kind of hard to say, the Quiddaw Merchant. Now, Armenians were allied with the French, and the ship was under protection of the French royal crown. So one could argue, as Kidd's crew did, that it was fair game, because they were told that they could take on any French vessel. The only problem was the captain. The captain of this French vessel, or Armenian vessel that was in the employ of the French, was an Englishman. So, yeah, things were kind of complicated.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da. Hell yeah. Alright. So, yeah. When Kidd found this out, he wanted to just release the ship and give it back to the captain because he didn't want to piss off the British Royal Crown. But if he did that, he greatly risked his crew mutinying on him.
I'll reveal your true form.
So, in order to appease his own crew, Kidd took the vessel for his own. Now, when news of this got back to England, they were pretty pissed off at him.
Alright.
And the people who were kind of, had power in England declared Kidd a pirate for taking this ship. Now, Kidd held on to the French passes in case if he did go to court, he would have some evidence to help support him in his claim.
Okay.
but the court systems in England at the time were dodgy, to say the least, so it would be a hard case to sell. Nonetheless, Kid tried. Now, it wasn't all doom and gloom for Kid. There was a ray of hope a few months later, in April of 1698. It was at this point that Kid finally encountered one of the pirates that he was pursuing, a man named Robert Culliford.
Show me your true form.
Now, accounts differ as to what precisely happened when Kid met Culliford. Some say that he was intimidated by Culliford's small forces because he didn't know how many men he had, and so he held out on reinforcements arriving. Others state that he tried parlaying with Culliford, which didn't exactly go well with his other crew members. Whatever the case may be, Kid tried leading an attack on Culliford, and while his crew were more than happy to attack most other vessels they came across, it was at this point that they just kind of had enough of Kid, and they openly disobeyed his direct commands, to the point where all but about 13 of them abandoned Kid and sided with Culliford. Now, Kid, being pretty much entirely defeated, didn't really have anything else to do, and he had nowhere else to go. So, he burnt the adventure galley since it was filled with worms, it was leaking, and it wasn't exactly serving as a good vessel. And he took his other ship, the Adventure Prize, which was the it was the other ship that he stole, the Armenian ship. He just kind of renamed it. And he cut his losses and head for the Caribbean.
This is a nice spot for a safe room.
Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and save because I have not done that yet since last time. As in, I didn't save between episodes, so I'm going to do that now in case something stupid happens.
I'll just add that.
Alright, and since we are in a spot where we can head back, since we are level 16, there are a number of new personas that we can fuse, including Shisa, what we need for the Velvet Twins request. So we're going to take a quick detour into the Velvet Room yet again, so we can do some more persona fusions. I do apologize if I seem to head onto the Velvet Room more frequently while I'm in the middle of these explorations, but you kind of have to with how limited space that you have, as well as just how many enemies that you encounter. There are plenty of times in which, like, I just need to get rid of space, and there are personas that I kind of want to keep. So, because I'm still going to try to fill out the compendium, I am going to try to break that habit a little bit more, and that means a little bit more frequent trips to the Velvet Room.
Let's execute him.
So, let's see what we can fuse.
Let us begin the search.
Now, this is going to help us out significantly. So, we are fusing away Makami and Jack Frost in order to fuse Shisa.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Rank 6 in the Confidant, so this is going to help out quite a bit. We'll get Frey. Do I want to keep Mabufu? Yeah, I'll keep Mabufu. And do I have another persona that has darkness? I'm gonna check real quick. Yes, Apsaris has darkness skills. So this will still work out pretty nicely. So we'll pass down Frey, Bufu, and Mabufu.
It will receive significant.
So let's go.
I see.
I'm now wondering, did I register my personas or did I go straight into fusions?
Okay.
Well, whatever. He gets Rampage, which is light physical damage to all foes 1 to 3 times. It's a pretty decent physical attack. And Shisa is more meant as a physical user. It's a decent magic, I guess.
Finn, you'd like to read the compendium?
Okay, thank goodness I did register my personas. And why stop at 1 when we can get 2? So we are fusing away Kushimitama and Barith in order to fuse High Pixie.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
This is going to be a very good healing persona. Definitely want electricity, and I've got ice, so yeah.
It will receive a
We'll go ahead and pass
fraction
down
of power.
Augie as well.
I see.
And with the power of the Fool Arcana, we
Okay.
get 2 levels. And we get Diorama, a very good healing spell, especially for this early on in the game. Plus with High Pixie's high magic, she's going to be incredibly powerful. And with our fusions taken care of, let's talk to the Velvet Twins.
Now. Hmm? It would seem... Very well.
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Of course. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm ready for the challenge. Now, we don't actually get anything for this one, but we should get something the next request we complete for them.
Alright.
And like I said, we'll just get access to more facilities within the Velvet Room itself as we continue to do this. So it is kind of in your best interest to do this as you go, as opposed to just waiting until the last day to do all of it.
Farewell.
Alright then.
Now.
So now we need to bring Matador with Magaru. Now I'm pretty
Hey.
sure we've seen Matador in terms of the fusions. And I'm pretty sure we actually have a persona that has Magaru.
Time for what path do you
Let's
want?
see. By level, well, there's Matador.
You can't handle this.
So Matador is level 19, not too far away. Ew. Well, I thought I had a persona that had Magaru. Do I have a persona with Magaru? I am not sure. I'm going to check though. But I will meet you guys back in the palace. Alright, well I checked and I actually don't have any personas that have Magaru, but I do have Regent. So if I needed to get one, I have a very easy way of doing so.
Focus.
So anyway, let's continue. Now, as for our story, with Captain Kidd being rather defeated, he arrived in the Caribbean to find out that he was a wanted criminal.
Come on.
So, upon finding out, Kidd basically tried to do everything he could to, lessen the blow a bit. For one, he sold off his ship and tried to get to New York via just a nondescript sloop. He had to sell off a bunch of other goods that he had, and en route to New York, he even buried some of his treasure on Gardiner's Island, which was not too terribly far from New York, simply for safekeeping. That way he could get back to it later and even use it as a bargaining chip if he needed to. However, things did not quite go so well for him. Bellamont, the man who gave him this task to begin with, was rightfully fearing his own life because piracy was a very serious crime. So in order to cover his own skin, he agreed to let Captain Kidd sneak into New York. And once Kidd was there, Bellamont promptly had the authorities come and arrest him. So we have a bit of a puzzle to get through, and I'm not sure. Ooh, yeah, there are powerful enemies down there. And you can get dropped off down there as well. I don't see any treasures, though. So, like I said, Kidd was arrested, and his trial was a little bit of a farce, to be honest. It was completely one-sided against Kidd. For one, testimonies were given to him that weren't entirely true. The key evidence that would have helped in his defense were missing, and even though Kidd was very much loyal to his Whig supporters, Whig being the political party in case you were wondering, those same people didn't exactly help him. They actually pulled funding from him that would have helped in his defense. And even when it came to some of his political opponents of the Whigs, basically asking for information about the other Whigs, Kidd kept silent. And if he talked, he might have actually lived. So you can actually see where this ended up. Kidd was found guilty on multiple charges, 1 count of murder and 5 counts of piracy. And for his sentencing, he was sentenced to be hanged. And so, Captain Kidd was hung in London on May 23rd, 1701. Now, while Kidd may be revered as this said Panther. Anyway, from here we have two ways that we can go. I believe one of these is a dead end. I want to say the one to the right is... Okay, good. We went the right way. Yeah, that is certainly a bullshit excuse. Youth is wasted on the young is like the most bullshit excuse people can give. Obviously, you're going to have more experience as you grow older. So, it's not exactly a youth's fault. Besides, I doubt that someone was so wise in their own youth. Now, anyway, any sort of path that you take with these things is fixed. So, by constantly going down that one gate, we will still end up here. But there are instances in which you will be simply thrown out if things aren't exactly right. And for right here, we just need to jump out of the painting and push a button. Push.
Whoa!
Yeah, and you gotta be careful because sometimes you will just get booted out of the painting and be thrown here on this bottom floor, where there is that powerful enemy right there. Now, while Kidd may be revered as this legendary pirate, it's actually far more tragic more than anything. He tried very hard to not be a pirate, but circumstances kind of screwed him over. And now we're back at the beginning. Now, what makes Captain Kidd very much revered as a pirate is more so the tale of his hidden treasure. He basically popularized the notion that pirates have hidden treasure, buried treasure specifically. So he popularized that line of thinking within fiction. So yeah, that is the tale of Captain Kidd. Someone who, more so out of circumstance, got blamed for such horrible crimes at the time. Piracy was a very serious crime at the time. And while he was a privateer, which was basically a legal pirate, that still didn't stop him from being a victim of circumstance. Okay, so what we need to do was to simply drop down there and push another button. Push.
Oh.
And so that is the tale of Captain Kidd. One much more of tragedy and circumstance than of actual, well, piracy. Truth tends to be a lot less romantic than the fictional depictions of a character, and yet, Captain Kidd's legacy lives on as one of the more famous pirates out there. This goes to show you just what a legacy can bring, even if it wasn't one you were expecting. Yeah, so if we want to continue onward, we have to drop down here and get back into the camel painting. So then we just go over to the shrine, go past the shrine, and then go to where the sea monster is.
How suspicious.
I think it should be fine.
Well,
Or not. Oh, crap. Do. Suckers! Oh, wow. Really? Man. They came back. Oh, well.
I'll reveal your
More
true
chance for
form.
training.
Okay.
So yeah, the moral of the story, not
That's all
Captain
it
Kidd's
takes for
story,
me?
but the moral of the painting story is don't mess with the octopus. Although, it seems like that other enemy isn't showing up. Oh well. Just go over here and
Show me
ambush
your
you.
true form.
Oh.
now's our chance to strike.
Oh my.
Persona.
Damn it. Panther?
Looking good, Panther. You're both on the ground.
Well, that missed that Jack Frost, but gonna see what I can do about just eliminating them. Also, Panther's starting to run low on SP. That's getting a little bit problematic. Ooh, not quite.
2 enemies remaining.
Well, I should have a persona with fire. Yeah, Hi Pixie. Anyone else? No, Hi Pixie's it.
Hi, Pixie.
Alright, this should still work.
Joker took one out. All right.
You'll never see it coming.
We're all knocked down.
Ooh.
That was incredible, Joker.
Sweet, we can still ask him for money. That works. A little less than what I've gotten from other news, which is why I want to kill all of them.
Nice work, team.
But that should be more money than... That also counts the Jack Frost. I think it was probably equal. Ooh, sweet, I leveled up.
I leveled up.
I was probably equal to what I would have gotten if I had just killed him. Again, that's why you don't want to just constantly
Okay.
threaten shadows for money, because you will continue to get diminishing returns until it becomes less worth it, actually. You'll just get less money from holding a gun to them than by actually getting to, you know, where you need to be. Alright, I think we need to head on up this way. There we go. We'll make him pay, Fox. Alright, and from here, we jump out and we made it.
Yeah.
Let's get on with this.
See it.
I don't see any treasures, so let's go. We are starting to run a little bit low on time, so I'd like to find a safe room if at all possible. Not sure if one is nearby, though. Ooh, there's actually quite a few shadows guarding the way.
Treasure chest.
What?
Let's open it.
Gotcha!
Show me your true form. All right.
And now Panther is all out of bullets.
Easy win.
Yay.
Nothing.
Well, now I can get this
Show
one
me
as
your
well.
true form. Okay.
Alright.
That was so
And,
easy,
well, I mean,
I'm
there
yawning.
is a beep 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 beep. Gotcha!
Reveal your true form.
I have no idea what those noises were. Yeah, those noise give about like 950 yen.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah, a
now
new
Ryuji's got Rampage. Nice. And his next skill is Mazio. Also nice.
Good work. Keep it up.
Alright, we can just see there are more guards down there. Still, let's go ahead and loot this chest with, ooh, a snuff soul. And we can continue onward. Gotta be careful around these corners.
Careful. I can see I saw a shadow.
Just gotta be,
We got our
yep.
sights set on them. The timing's up to you.
Well, that works.
Reveal your true form.
Oh, sweet. 2 more level ups.
Okay.
And I forgot about that guy. I'll just swipe that, and where's he gonna go? He's gonna go, yep.
Show me
That
your
works.
true form. Okay.
Okay.
And that was easy.
I'm glad I'm getting all these fights in. I'm also glad that enemies can't really spot you if you are, you know, in cover. Oh, there's another bathroom here with a treasure chest. And a straw doll, which I'm pretty sure that's a Mudo. Straw doll. I think I went past it. Yeah, that's Mudun. Sacramental bead is Hamaon. And I'm pretty sure the rest of the stuff we've already seen before. I could give Panther some SP recovery. Also gonna hide here, because there's an enemy right here. Yeah, very much a combat-heavy room here, but after all those puzzles, yeah, sometimes it's nice to just get a little bit of combat in. And that's how we're gonna get money and experience, and we've gotten quite a lot of money from all this, which is super nice. Oh geez, we're actually quite far from a safe room. I didn't expect to actually get into this portion right here. Well, with this little sneak peek, we're gonna call it a day here. I really wish we were closer to a safe room, but alas, that is not to be. So, like I said, we're calling it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. See that the walls themselves are made of gold, and all that gold we can see over there. Yeah, this next section, well, we're getting closer to the distortion. Let's put it that way. We're getting a lot closer to where our treasure is, but we still have a little bit of ways to go. So we'll continue next time. Until then, everyone, take care.